Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That's the tight end Hurst with it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it helped scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This is the tight end, Njoku. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 29, Watson. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Watson now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 rushing yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Get set. Can. Shot.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Watson's throw there into the hands of Ross. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight.